So finally, episode 1 of season 3 of Bakuman. This series I've been waiting for pretty much a while. I remember the first season, I was like, this is stupid because I saw the first episode and it was that weird cartoon hero man intro, and I was like, no. But then season 2 came out, and I was like, how to get a second season then? So I went back and watched, I saw it, and I was like, this is actually pretty legit. And then, yeah, I got super hyped into it. I've watched the show, I've bought the books or the mangas. So I was like really hyped, and I was like, when it stopped at episode at like season 2, I was like, why? But now the continuation's here. So anyway, pretty much this episode was all right. Like, I kind of felt or expected a bit more from the first episode, like a bigger hit. But hell, it's just picking up from where they last left off. They started this new comic, PCP or whatever, which made me laugh once I realized the name or whatever. But anyway, they continued. The real subject of this episode is pretty much Miho, because she's getting a job offer for the main character, Sayano or whatever, the main character of Nizuma and Iwasa, Aiko Iwasa, I don't remember her name, but Angry Purple Hair Girl, her book, Plus Natural or whatever, and they're like, everyone's like, what the hell? You're supposed to be the heroine for Ashirogi Muto's book. When it gets an anime, you can't be the heroine of another anime yet. So everyone's freaking out. But they kind of just deal with it. Like, they don't really talk about it at the start until they start like arguing about like, this isn't right. This isn't right. Like, you got to do something. Like, Mashiro or whatever. You can't be doing this. You should tell her something. But he's like, no, 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 no. It's all up to her. So anyway, eventually later, and Iwasa wants to use this. She's like, oh shit, that's Miho's the girlfriend of one of the artists in Ashirogi Muto. That could help me destroy them. So, because she wants to be the best, and it's like, okay, whatever. But so she goes to the voice acting thing. Miho goes and she's like, you're gonna do the voice acting thing, and I plan to use you. And Miho's like, no, I don't. I'm actually here to tell you no. And she's like, what? You can't do that? And then kind of like scripted style, Mashiro shows up and he's all like, Miho, we're getting the hell out of here. Grab my hand. And then they leave. And it's like, what the fuck? And I love that Nizuma's still here because he's the comedy of this shit. He's like, yes, the power of love can defeat anything. I deny her part. And it's like, what the fuck? And Iwasa freaks the fuck out. And they're like, well, shit. Guess Miho's not going to do the thing. And then Miho and him kind of have like their awkward moment, like, holding hands. And yeah, they keep going. They have their little cutesy moment. They spend a lot of time. It's all about the romance, I guess, this episode, or the love compassion. And then I guess that's it. The episode really ends. The last thing is Hattori's checking the rankings, and the ranking dropped a bit. Like, I guess they were in first the first time, or they were in second or something, and then they dropped down to third, or they're really close to Plus Natural. And then we get reminded of how it ended last season, where if they don't keep up with Plus Natural and I think Crow or something, and by chapter 7, then the editor will kick them out. And if they're not doing good by chapter 25, he'll just cut them out in general. So it's like, okay, well, now we got a little basic setup of what they got to do this season. But if I remember, if I've been told right, I'm assuming this is supposed to be the last one, so I'm hoping everything's pretty beast for the series. Because I love the characters, love the art style. The people act a little weird sometimes, but it's comical. But yeah, I'm glad that it's back. So if you like the video, like it. If you want more, subscribe. And yeah, thanks for watching. Later.